Hey guys, it's Oscar. How you doing? I'm here. I'm actually going to do a shave today. Yesterday, got home from Pasadena. Actually, last night, Big Shave West 3. I know there's already been a few videos posted and people just kind of going, ranting about how epic it was. But this was definitely, definitely the best one yet. If I had to estimate throughout the course of the day, there was easily 400 or 500 people throughout the course of the day. And it was just... I mean, it was hot inside of the building because there was so many people in there, just body heat and everybody just, you know, coming around. Everybody was excited, man. We were there the whole time, 11 to 6. And again, just like last year, like I said before, the 7 hours just seems to fly by because you're just excited to be there. You're looking at all the what everybody has to show, and they're doing the panel discussions and there's just different events. They had something called the Big Shave Best, where they had people, you didn't already know, they had people kind of competing in different events like best lather, you know, quickest best lather, fastest shave, and then some, I think some trivia, shave history trivia. Big winner was Kenneth Lee. Props to you, Kenneth. It was great meeting you. And, you know, I'll touch on, you know, I'm going to try and, you know, give shout outs to everybody that I can, you know, that I was able to talk to this time. And it was an epic idea finally to do, you know, we did name tags. When you went to check in, they had the hello, my name is name tags, and that made all the difference, at least to me, because I know you may see people in videos and pictures and whatnot in the, you know, on the Facebook pages and in their videos, but you don't always. And then some people do stuff under kind of screen names, but you don't really know the actual names of these people. And the name tags really made a huge difference for me this year. So I really appreciate it, whoever finally thought of that. Excuse me. But this may run into a semi-longer video, so I'm going to try and get going. So the event soap was this Tokyo Rose, put out by Douglas at Phoenix under the Crown King label. Because he's using the cocoa butter formula. So it's a softer soap, but it's the scent is amazing. He said when Douglas said when this was going to come out, when they decided to go with the 40s kind of a pinup theme. Here's the T-shirt right over here. He was going for that pinup kind of World War II artwork that you would see kind of on the old bomber planes, and you know, the Betty Grable and all those type of all that type of artwork and stuff from that era. And along with that, obviously, you know, with Tokyo Rose. Tokyo Rose was the kind of the Japanese propaganda character that would be on the radio, kind of trying to get into the heads of the American or of the enemy's soldiers, trying to get into their heads and psychologically kind of mess with them, to let them know that they were going to lose and all this kind of. And in Vietnam they had Hanoi Hannah, I believe, as well. But Tokyo Rose was the supposed character during World War II that the Japanese you know, they use as propaganda. Now I like with the theme, you know, Douglas has, you know, and every label Douglas makes has a story. And if you look at the soap, the scent description and whatnot on his page, on the Phoenix Shaving page, he talks about what went behind this, and how Tokyo Rose is going to be making more appearances in his little, you know, his sagas that he comes up with. So at the label, you see, you know, the bomber plane, you see the soldiers here, and then you see Rose kind of, you know, kind of like bringing them in, but then, you know, she's got the dagger behind her, ready to give them, you know, ready to come after them if they come, but I like the motif. I like the theme. Now, a personal touch to that whole motif is my dad. My dad was a musician growing up, and he grew up mainly in the 40s and 50s. And I remember being growing up and being in the living room listening to, you know, the big bands like Glenn Miller and you know, Benny Goodman and those guys, and he really helped me develop an affinity for that music, and then for the stories and the nostalgia that went with it. So when I found out that this was going to be the kind of the theme for this year's Big Shave West, I was that added to the excitement for me. So that's you know, Tokyo Rose, and then we have the matching aftershave. Now the scent description is, I wrote it down here, so you'll bear with me. The rose, he wanted the rose to be a tribute to Pasadena, because that's kind of the signature for Pasadena with the Rose Bowl and the Rose Parade and stuff. And also the cherry blossoms out of Japan. He said it would be kind of reminiscent of kind of Cherry Coke, which is kind of another American classic. Now it does have a similar scent to it as Cherry Coke. But it's kind of not really all that. It's not very heavy. It's the first I got out of it. I got the cherry and the rose on top. But then when you keep bringing it in, he has oud and sandalwood that kind of give it a little bit of an edge. So that kind of tone down the sweetness. So I mean, I just get that from here. I'm sure that when I lather, it's gonna be even better. So I'm gonna get started. I know I've been ranting. It's kind of what I do. But so, and I'm using my Reset. Yes, it is my charger brush, I know. But this is the silver tip knot from Rob at Local Gent put in there. And this, right now, this is my favorite knot, man, because I swear it's like I've been using it for months and months, and I've only used it quite a few times. But the first time I used it, it was already broken, and it's fantastic. This is my favorite knot right now. So you really don't even need to lather all that much, but it's just, I mean, come on, it's Crown King. It's already coming out of the... But, yeah, it's really sweet, and that wood is really kind of toning it down, but I really, really love it. It's fantastic. So, so the event was fantastic. I mean, we got there Friday. We hit some traffic on the way up. We expected it to be about a 2-hour drive, but it ended up being a little closer to 3. And when we finally got there, we went to the shop, and this is... This is kind of a testament to how smart kids are. As we were walking into the side door, to the back door, and Michael started kind of he didn't want to go in. He didn't want to go in because last year he was traumatized by that alien that Douglas had, and he was 2 years old. So he said it was a monster. So then he remembered going into that door and then being scared. So he wouldn't go in with us unless we went around to the front of the building. So he just remembered, but he was fine. He was fine. And then we get there, and you know, everybody. I mean, first people we saw was Con and a few people still setting up, but they're all hanging out at kind of by the Local Gent table, and I saw John Perry. Man, John Perry was one of the main people I really looked forward to meeting this year. Because you know, we've kind of gotten to know each other a little bit on the Facebook forums. He pretty much runs the city of Schertz, Texas, man. He said he was on the police department, or is on the police department. Then he was like the fire guy. He's a fireman now. He's he's an arson investigator. And I was busting his balls a little bit. I said, "Man, where do you live? Mayberry? Are you like the justice of the peace, the postmaster? You can arrest somebody and then let them bail out and then get them married on the same day." And so we were just kind of busting his chops a little bit about that. But so it was just kind of weird that I had gotten, being in law enforcement, I had gotten him a challenge coin from my sheriff's department. And I said, "Hey, John, it's finally nice to meet you. I got something for you." Gave him the coin. He says, "I'll be right back." He came back and he gave me a coin from his fire department. So it's just kind of, you know, it's just kind of cool that we were kind of on that same page with that, and we were, you know, we were there sharing that with each other. So it was cool. And John, nobody was into the event as much as that guy, because every time I turn around, he's at somebody else's booth or somebody else's table, just talking about that product with people as if it was his own table. I saw him over at Nathan Clark's table. I saw him at the Above the Tide table. I saw him with Douglas. I saw him with Peter. He was everywhere. That dude made the best of his time at this event. So, John, it was a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to hanging out with you again next time. And besides the, you know, the usual staples, you know, again, Damon had us over at his house the night before. And again, like I said last year, you know, a sign of a man's respect and trust for you is when he invites you into his home. He opens his lair, his sanctuary, his home to you. And Damon and Val did that again this year, and we were there, little barbecue. We were there smoking cigars around the pool and having drinks, and you know, Murray hung out with, you know, Rocio Gonzalez and Jen Phillips, and you know, they were having their drinks and laughing, and you know, the guys were over kind of smoking cigars, and the kids were kind of, you know, running around a little bit, not causing too much of a ruckus, but it was fun, you know. Michael's running around with David Munoz's kids, and so it was fun. It was a great time. And of course, like I said, the usual suspects: Douglas and Fran. And again, I want a testimonial to Fran. Everybody knows how hard Douglas works. Or maybe we don't even know exactly how hard Douglas works, but he works real hard. He's all over the place. But you really have no idea how much of a role Fran plays in the success of that company, because she's like just kind of always in the shadows, and you know, Douglas is out in the face of the company, so to speak, and Fran is just back there just working and you know, working the booth at the events and stuff. And it was just, and she's so sweet, so humble, so soft spoken, but so nice, and it's just great, always great to see those two together. And then of course David and Rocio. I mean, what can be said? I mean, they opened up their home to Busta for the whole weekend, and it was really nice that you know, to hang out with them. They're always so good with Michael. We really appreciate how much you guys love them. Also, Grand Shave King with a Windrose handle, Rapira Platinum Lux blade. I got this in a raffle. It's a little, you can tell my lighting here. So I have 4 light bulbs and 2 of them are out, so I'm sorry about the lighting. It did have one missing tooth here, but it really makes 0 difference in the shave. So, but David and Rocio are always so good with Michael, and now finally Michael's taken to, you know, to letting, you know, people pick him up. He was really standoffish at first, but David always seems to light up whenever he sees Michael, and now that Michael just kind of runs to him and hugs him, lets him pick him up and whatnot. You know, I think, you know, it'll be in the pictures, but it's always good to see. They're always so good with them, as if Michael was their own. So thank you guys. Peter, always great to see you, buddy. You were working hard. Really looking forward to the Ariana and Evans line, to putting in some orders. I was able to put my nose on some of your stuff, on some of Peter's A&E stuff, and I tell you what, he's got great stuff coming down the pike, great scents, and now he's going to be coming out with some aftershaves and eau de toilettes and stuff. So keep a lookout for all of Peter's stuff, and always Con. I mean, Con makes a trip halfway around the world to be at this thing, and I don't know, man. Every time, look at all the trailer product this thing leaves. It's awesome. Every time you hang out with Con, it's like you never left. It's always so upbeat, and just a good guy all around. We already have our trip planned for this summer, but I was telling Con that next year we really seriously want to make it to Australia. And of course, Con being Con, what's he say? Come on down. Come on down. So we'll be in touch. Really want to do that. Head to Australia. Highlight of the event, maybe. They're doing a panel discussion, and I wasn't paying attention to every second. But I'm talking to somebody. All of a sudden, I hear this roar of applause, and I look up. Jim Judy on his knee proposing to Stephanie Deal. That was pretty awesome, and she just got emotional and said yes, and it was just awesome. And it was pretty emotional for everybody. So that was pretty awesome. Congratulations, Jim Judy, Stephanie Deal. Congratulations. All the best to you guys. Scott Ostermiller made it again. Always great to see Scott. He's got his fundraiser going for his son Noah. So if you know the Clean Shaver, you can donate to the Prader-Willi Syndrome Foundation. I don't know exactly what it's called. In support of Noah, his son. All right, I don't know what happened. Got cut off there a little bit, but so I had to backtrack a little bit and see when the video cut off. So I had just talked about the Prader-Willi and Scott Ostermiller's kid, but I didn't get to talk about. It cut off before I talked about Rob and Jen, local Jen. It's always so cool to hang out with you guys. Always fun. There's always a drink or two being put down, which is, which is cool too. But I like that. I like that Maria got to hang out with the girls a little bit more and get more acquainted, especially with you, Jen. I mean, we're already pretty tight with Rocio and David, but I'm really glad that, because you get into this shaving thing, and it's a guy thing. I mean, mainly, let's be honest, it's mainly a guy thing. And although ladies are getting into it more, it's predominantly a guy thing. So to be able to, to get, Maria hasn't gone into the shaving part, but she's always there with me. She and Michael are always there with me. We travel together. To be able to, to have her, be able to get along with people and interact, it just makes it easier, because then, I as the guy, I'm not worried about, is she okay? Is Michael okay? Are they bored? It's not a, there's not that distraction. You just know that they're there having fun too. So, but again, those main guys, that are always there, the Douglases and Peters and Cons and Davids and Scott and everybody. I want to say thanks again. Nathan Clark, you let me jump on your equipment, you let me jump on your lathe, and kind of mess around with my brush and give me some pointers and stuff. And I had never seen Nathan Clark stuff in person, but Nathan Clark does fantastic work. Wasn't able to pull a trigger on anything this time, but I see a Nathan Clark product in my den in the near future. But and again, along with meeting John Perry, Kenneth Lee came from San Antonio as well. Kenneth Lee, the reigning Big Shave Best champion. Actually, Matt Pizarzik actually designed a replica kind of championship belt. It looks like a WWE belt. Kenneth Lee. And Ken rode with us in the car from the shop to the restaurant where we had dinner again. And Michael really took to him pretty quickly. We got to the restaurant, we parked, and we get Michael out of the car, and he's like, Ken, come on, Ken, come on. But Ken Lee, it was really great to meet you as well. Brian Schrock, saw you again. Met Brian at the last Riverside luncheon, and it's funny, I always bust his balls about this, but I'm getting cut off again. He said he kind of got a mandate to stop his spending or whatever, or he got cut off, but all of a sudden he's showing up with a bunch of new stuff. It was pretty funny. But what was humbling kind of was having people come up and recognize me again. I mean, I'm only hovering around 200 video subscribers, but still having people go, hey Oscar, I saw your video this morning, or I saw this. First one to do that was Ruben Lozano. He comes up and says, thank you for helping me. I saw one of your videos. You helped me out. I was contemplating buying this one razor, and your video helped me make a decision. So that was cool. We hung out and talked. Me and Ruben Lozano hung out and talked for about a good 10-15 minutes about shaving and razors and stuff. And then, of course, hanging at the bar, just like last year, Daniel Morales and his wife Nellie. Exactly last year, same time I saw them last year, that's exactly where we saw them at the bar. They were right here, I was here, Josh Remoke was right here, and we're just laughing because it's like I'm having this deja vu because that's exactly where we were last time. And and it was just funny hanging out. So Daniel Morales and Nelly, it was great to meet you guys, hang out with you guys. Johnny Mendez, another local guy from San Diego, him and Mike Schultz. We all live about 5 minutes apart from each other, and we only see each other in Pasadena. So, so that's pretty funny. I wrote them down right here. That's why I'm looking over here. A gentleman named Terry came up to me and says, I had seen your videos. I saw you in with your Aztec, San Diego State Aztecs hat. So I said, I'm going to subscribe to that guy. So that was pretty cool. That was really nice meeting you, Terry. And Terry, if you see this, remind me of your Etsy page, please, in the comments. He had told me he had an Etsy page, and I don't remember for the life of me. Because you told me at the bar, man. You can't expect me to remember anything like that. And Josh, it was always great to see you again, hanging out at the bar again. Josh Remote. Edwin Juarez Jr. He and I talked Wolf Whiskers. I started watching his stuff when I was trying to buy my Wolf Whiskers brush and figure out what kind of a design I wanted, and so I got to meet him as well. Eric Neria, we hung out again, putting a face with the name. I had seen you before, but again, it was one of those cases where the name tag really helped. Nathaniel John. I had seen him in the forums a lot, and finally was able to meet Nathaniel. And I know I'm forgetting people. What I did was I actually, before starting the video, I tried to kind of look back into the pictures that people had posted already and be like, okay, yeah, I know I talked to him. I know I talked to him. Todd Fisher from St. James of London. Always great to see you. Always great attitude. Very welcoming. I keep getting cut off. I'm going to have to piece all these together. But it was just great. I mean, you know, I know I'm not going to be able to remember everybody I saw. But I want to, because I feel like everybody I spoke to contributed to the weekend being that great. And I feel by not remembering people, I'm almost acting like I forgot, but it's like Busta said in his video, if I was able to speak to you even for a few seconds, then that it helped make the weekend that much better. So had a fantastic time. Thank you to everybody. Douglas, thank you for spearheading it again, and looking forward to the next one. Again, it's kind of up in the air where it's going to be, but I know that wherever it is, people will come, and it's going to be awesome. So thanks everybody for watching. If you're still here, thank you. I just wanted to try and give my appreciation to how much fun we had, how great it was meeting everybody. And I always say the shaving is that magnet that brings us together, but it's this community, it's the people, it's all you guys that make it a community in the truest sense. So my thanks on behalf of my family to everybody that we spent time with, everybody who made us feel welcome, and everybody who was nice to Michael and Maria and myself. Thank you, and just we look forward to the next one. So thank you everybody for making this weekend just so awesome. So, and if we spoke and I neglected to mention you, I apologize, but it was just a fantastic time. So everybody be well, and we look forward to the next one. Peace. Hey guys, it's Oscar. How you doing? Hey, the lighting, forgive the lighting. I know it's a little dark, but I'm at work right now. Working the jail down here in San Diego, if you didn't already know, in one of the jails. But you know, it's a little after 10 o'clock, and lights are out. You know, the kids are all, well, they should be tucked in their beds and their bunks, all nice and snug for the night. But I want to take a minute. You know, whenever I get a free minute or two here or there, I was trying to catch up on watching some of everybody's videos from Big Shave West, and I was going to try and get mine posted that I actually did earlier today, but I just haven't been able to post it yet. But I realized I did a lot of mentions and shout outs, and I realized afterwards that there were some people that I can't believe that I forgot to mention. So first and foremost, Busta, Mike Bustamante was there. He stayed with David for the weekend, and you know, you can't give shout outs about an event like this that Busta was at and then leave him out. So my apologies for not mentioning him earlier. Yeah, we got a chance to hang out with Busta, man. He can be a crack up, man. What you see on his videos is kind of what you see in person. So shout out to Busta. It's great to see you again. Something that impressed me as well is Samantha McDaniels from Mickey Lee Soapworks made the trek up there only for a couple hours. She and her husband Eric from Mickey Lee Soapworks weren't able to join into the event as vendors. He's in the Navy on active duty, and he actually had to pull duty, so he wasn't able to commit the day to the event, as it would have been required. But Samantha, it was impressive that she made the 2.5 hour drive from San Diego with her 2 kids, and she was only there for a couple hours, and she squeezed in as many people as she could, and then she had to come back home. But it was really nice to meet her kids. Her youngest, Ethan, got along really well with Michael, and seeing them have fun and get along so well made it encouraging that that hopefully we'll be able to spend more time together and let the kids spend more time together and get to know each other. So it was impressive to see you, Samantha, as well. Eric Trejo, Regiment Shaving, fellow veteran, fellow Army guy. I'm glad to see. I only met you last summer, but I see that your company, Regiment Shave Gear, is doing well, and I wish you continued success. So congratulations there. And Mondo Cardenas. I couldn't believe I forgot to mention you as well. It was great to see you and Nikki. I love hanging out with you guys. We've hung out a couple times, had some drinks and had lunch, and I have one of his scuttles, and I got one of for a buddy of mine here from work. So I'll be getting that to him here tonight. Mondo, you and your business partner Diego Thermal Scuttles. I'm very happy to see the success that you're obtaining. You were very proud to be able to clear out all your inventory yesterday, and I was proud of you, my friend, and I wish you continued success as well, so congratulations. So I'm going to be getting everything pieced together here. Hopefully I'll get a little bit of time tonight. I'm on night shift, so things slow down here a little bit, and hopefully I'll be able to get everything posted so it'll be ready to view in the morning. But I enjoy seeing everybody's videos from the event, and I had a blast, and I just wish it could have lasted longer, but I look forward to the next one. So everybody be well. Happy shaving. Peace. Hit the road to Pasadena again. Big Shave West 3. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Bubba.
Hi.
All right. Say we'll see you later.
See you later.
All right. Hitting the road. See you in a few. Peace.